not that song.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
FF episode 1093. Hello, it is Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. I am in the last place on earth with Hayley Thesemi. Hello, Hayley.
Hello, I'm here. Hayley Thesemi is my name.
We are here talking to you with very bizarre talking cadences.
Sort of is the way that we do.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
That was the name of the show.
That was the name of the show. We hope you like this show today. And now I'm going to sing a song. Mike's Daily Podcast.
3, 2, 1, and go.
I used to be a fan of a band in the 80s.
Ow!
They were really cool and they had no ladies.
Ooh.
Not that made them any better. It just was some guys. They were from England or something. But I just realized they had a great song called One Thing Leads to Another.
Oh!
Mike's Daily Podcast. They were called The Fix.
The Fix.
With 2 X's.
Because it was the 80s.
Mike's. And they messed around daily with extra letters. Podcast. Or no, they like to use the letter X, like in excess.
In excess.
And you spell out the letters in excess. We were talking about bands yesterday off mic, about bands that were just several letters, like OMD, ELO.
ELO, which technically was electric
Light Orchestra. And an orchestra was also one of the words in OMD. It was Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark.
Right.
If you leave, don't look back.
And then the more recent band, Swimmers, SWMRS.
Oh, wait. Bachman-Turner Overdrive, they used to call BTO.
BTO.
And do you like Beach House? The band Beach House?
I've never heard of them. Maybe I heard one of their songs, but I don't know.
I think they were on the indie rock channel I enjoy listening to on the internet called Indie Pop Rocks. But you and I were talking about... Oh, really quick, the primaries yesterday was Kentucky and Oregon. And it didn't really matter because Trump had already won Kentucky months ago. So it was... In Kentucky, it was a tie between Bernie and Hillary. But Bernie took Oregon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Look who just walked in. Hello, my message, Madam Rootabega. Can you answer me a question, Hayley? Why is the sun up already? What? Why is the sun up already?
Well, you see, it's because we are broadcasting to the future on this podcast. So whether the sun is up now or not does not matter. Because unless the listener is listening to it in the dead of night, or like sort of evening time, then the sun will be up.
And the listener can't listen to us as we're doing this like now.
Right.
The second. Because we're doing this right at 6 a.m.
And the sun is up.
And it takes me for frickin' ever to get this up on the internet, so they won't get it really. As soon as possible would be 8 a.m.
It was 6:01 on a Wednesday morning. The piano played in the background.
Oh, it is doing that.
As we sat in the radio studio, muffs to our lips.
Didn't sound right.
Reciting the tales of old.
Somebody else just walked in. Hello there, Mike. It's Valentino, the party attendant. And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
I could tell by their voices. They already needed my help. I said, "Sorry, boys. Closed for business." But then I realized it was 6:01. That's my opening time.
Hayley, you gotta help me. Somebody stole my car in the parking lot.
His inflection on certain words was something to behold. Took me a few minutes to process what he was saying to me. It appears that his car had been stolen from a parking lot. Must be somewhere in Chicago. Served as a problem to me, considering I was sitting somewhere in Podcaster Valley, which was also the last place on Earth, which means Chicago does no longer exist.
Well, keep going, you guys. This is entertaining. Please keep going.
And my car's gone. Bison Bentley's annoying. And I can't get this hat off my head because I put too much gel in my hair and it's stuck to my head.
Sorry, I don't work without some noir saxophone.
I can't play the saxophone. Do you know that? How come I'm always off mic? Because you're loud. Oh! Hey, Castle's being canceled?
Castle's being canceled. Canceled Castle.
Explain to the dearest podcast listener why you have an affiliation with the television show Castle.
I have affiliation with the television show Castle because my aunt has an affiliation with the television show Castle because she likes the television show Castle, and also my parents started watching the television show Castle, and I also gained an affiliation for the television show Castle, so I did see some episodes of this television show known as Castle.
Nathan Fillon's in it, and I've never seen Castle, but I saw Nathan Fillon in Firefly.
Wonderful job.
And also, he did a Joss Whedon interpretation of Much Ado About Nothing, the Shakespeare play.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
but apparently, some news was coming out that there was a lot of tension on the set.
Sexual tension?
No. Bad tension between Nathan Fillon and various other cast members, most notably his partner lead.
I can't think of her name.
I can never remember the actor's name. Kate
Beckinsale?
Kate Beckett is the character name.
Oh.
Kate Beckett is the character name. And so earlier in this year, she announced that she was leaving the show. And it's hypothesized that that's a huge reason, is because of the tension between her and Nate Fillon.
Beckett. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Kate Beckett. That's definitely the character name.
Oh. I
just don't know what the actor is.
Oh. But if I click on one of these, it's like going to be a horrible thing and things happen.
It's true.
All right, well...
So, yeah, Nathan Fillon is apparently a huge jerk.
Wow, what a shock.
It is.
I've never watched Castle. Would I enjoy it?
Maybe.
Because, I am a fan of Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot. It's an entirely different thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What else do I have written here? It looks like I wrote Nissan.
That sticky note is like the smallest sticky note you could have chosen. So, Nissan.
It's a weird name for a car company. It was Datsun before that.
Oh, Nissan was talking. Oh, cool. My dad, for the longest time, it actually got passed down from his dad, had a Nissan pickup.
Oh, nice.
And that was the name of the car model, a pickup. A Nissan pickup. Pickup.
Which they don't say pickup anymore, do they? They just say truck.
They say a pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
That was the thing. It's like, what kind of a car do you have? I have a pickup. Mm-hmm. What kind of a car is it? What's the model? It's a Nissan pickup. Yeah, it's a Nissan pickup. That's all it was called.
I almost died I was driving in was it a Nissan pickup? Toyota pickup. With Carlos. When I was in high school, we drove up or just out of high school, it was early college, we were driving to Fresno up in the hills. We had a friend that owned like a ranch up in the hills, and we were going to go and party all weekend. Woo! Drive ATVs. That's when I almost ripped my leg off with an ATV.
Nice.
It's a very violent trip. I'm driving in this ATV, and I get really, really close to a barbed wire fence while I'm driving it. And seriously, everybody's died on ATVs. Didn't, Madonna crash on one, and Ozzy...
Die? Yeah. They both died.
Ozzy Osbourne almost died on one. So we're driving up to this ranch in his what did I say it was? Toyota pickup. And he, took a turn they all, little...
Yeah.
Turns. And he took it too hard, and we completely spun around. We're facing traffic the other way. When I saw my friend, years later, we've grown up. We've skirted death on that issue years ago, and here we are. We're both alive in our 40s, and I saw him last year, and we discussed that. And I'm like, and then I lunged for his throat. You almost killed me back then. I would have missed out on all the great things in life, like cell phones, laptops, flat screens, tablets. Yes, everything that has to do with those screens. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. I'll tell you one thing leads to another.
Yeah.
One thing leads to another.
Believe me when you say
that somebody's been lying to me.
But when the wrong thing is in the right ear, I know you've been lying to me.
I said something wrong, but it's something. That's all we got.
I know. I don't know the lyrics to that part at all. Like, I know how it goes. It's like, blah, 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 blah. You see the blah, blah, blah.
That's
but then the world doesn't blah, 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 blah. You run for cover in the heat. Why don't they do what they say?
Good, you saved it. That was one of those bands where the keyboardist would just always hit these weird, like, wow, 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 wow sounds.
Yeah.
They had a great song called This Is a Letter to Both Sides, Stuck in the Middle. It's a middle with no left or right. And they had, But Maybe I'll Win, Saved by Zero. And, Stand or Fall, State Your Piece Tonight. Oh, Red Skies at Night. Oh. They basically couldn't come up with any words for that part of the song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Fix. They got back together and they recorded some stuff, that live performance. It's on YouTube.
Really?
You can watch.
That's cool.
Recently. Gosh, next week we're like, this is like our last full week together doing it.
Yeah, it does appear that way.
Because next Thursday things will be changing, so.
And tomorrow.
Oh my God, that's right. So
yeah,
this is the last.
Yeah, I'm working the afternoon.
So we won't be doing one tomorrow.
Mm-mm.
But you know what? The sun's going to come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar.
I don't believe you.
I'm going to have to sing an Annie song. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. What a strange world we live in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did yesterday? I went to Mission Coffee.
What? You were going to a coffee shop?
I know. What are the chances?
I haven't been to Mission Coffee in years. How is it doing?
Well, you know, I haven't been there in years as well, and I've worked this job for almost a year. Mm-hmm. It's been a year of me getting up at the crack of dawn.
Now, I am thinking Mission Coffee is the one near Mission and the actual Mission, right?
Yes, it's right across the street practically from the Mission.
Yeah, just making sure I'm thinking of the same. Yeah, they have good Italian sodas.
Wait, what is that Mission? Mission Fremont?
Mission San Jose.
Mission San Jose. Okay,
yeah.
Even though it's not anywhere near San Jose.
No, I don't know if they moved it or if it's there.
Oh.
They might have moved it.
The coffee. So it has a nice little outdoor patio that nobody was sitting in yesterday.
I've never sat there.
It's a cute little patio. Mm-hmm. There were some French ladies out there. And they showed up and they were like, n'est-ce pas, jouis, français, whatever. They were talking to each other. And I got up and I said, if you would like to sit here in this nice shaded little patio table thing, you're welcome. They're like, oh, merci beaucoup. But I had a delicious sandwich there. I had a panini with turkey. And it was packed in there.
Packed panini.
I mean, the place was packed with people. And I had a delicious mocha. But the thing is, Hayley, is I've been doing this job forever, and I'm so close to that. It's only about 9 minutes away. and I should have driven there many times during this past year, but I did not.
I don't know, maybe. It's a somewhat fair distance.
Yeah.
There are closer places.
The problem is it takes me further south, and when I get off of work here, the last thing I want to do is go further south. I want to go north back to my house in Podcaster Valley.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we need to go to Slapface and visit that place.
Slap sound effect. That's my hand slapping my face. Ouch! Why do I keep doing that?
Before I switch shift, switch scheduling.
How are we going to do that?
I don't know. When are you available?
We could say next week, not Monday. I'm usually wiped out from the whole freaking mess I got to take care of on the weekend.
I can't do Tuesday. Tuesday doesn't work for me.
It doesn't? Mm-mm. You got things to do on Tuesday?
I always have plans on Tuesday. I got a perpetual weekly date.
Then this shit's got to get done on Wednesday.
I mean, we could do it on Wednesday.
I think we got a plan for Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Here's what we're going to do, Hayley. And listener, you can join us on Wednesday as well if you'd like.
Slapface coffee.
I'm thinking, though, maybe we should get lunch at Strizzy's first.
We could do that.
And then I'll pick up a pizza for Jarrell.
Ooh.
Because I owe him a pizza because he gave me some mic cords and stands.
Wow, you are just...
Did I tell you Kai Alfred Hillig is going to stay at my house?
Really?
For a night? When he's touring through San Francisco... He's going to play in San Francisco at the place called something Revolution. I don't know. Go to Kai Alfred Hillig's thing on Facebook and
Now, is that San Francisco or is it like we said at the beginning of the show, San Fran-Fisco?
We did not say that at the beginning of the show.
We said it before the show.
Before the show, we were talking about interjections.
Interjection. And
then we were discussing Schoolhouse Rock, who has the awesome interjection for excitement and emotion.
And I was saying, as far as I can recall, and it's been sort of pointed out to me, is like, I believe, as far as an interjection in the middle of words, the English language pretty much only has the F word.
Well, you can say as an interjection, can't you?
Yeah, but you can't say it in the middle of a word.
Oh, it's right. It doesn't really fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can say San Francisco, but that doesn't really work.
That's not an interjection. That's a...
Truth.
What is the name for, like, when you replace part of a word?
Automatopoeia? I just automatopoeia'd all over that. No, I love San Francisco. It's just sometimes I go there and I'm like, really? You're this grimy and this icky, and everybody's got to have a tattoo that works and lives here, and everybody's got to have every body part pierced up and down their body? What the hell? It just, it saddens me. Because people are just mutilating the crap out of their bodies.
Sure, why not?
But I feel bad. What's going to happen? So, the big joke in the 90s when all us Gen Xers were starting to tattoo the crap out of ourselves, we were like, our parents would be like, when you get that laser removed, that's going to cost a lot.
And then no one got them laser removed.
No, and then even more people, and then the millennials are tattooing the crap out of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever.
I guess so.
That's what it is. So,
they were talking about tattoos a lot on Spontanea Nation a few weeks back.
Really? Paul F. Tompkins?
Yeah, he had a guest who had a bunch of tattoos because her family was actually really close to the original Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy?
Yeah, you know those really douchey, like, Chinese style, really flashy tattoo type stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Ed Hardy?
That they had those t-shirts that got popular?
Yeah. That's basically a corruption of Ed Hardy's original work and art style. Because he was a tattoo artist, and he got very popular because he was a very high-quality tattoo artist. And he partnered up with someone to basically sell some of his designs, and it went way beyond their contract as for what he sold and everything. And so all the douchey Ed Hardy stuff you see around is actually
it got
not quite licensed. I believe Ed Hardy is now the late Ed Hardy. But I know that he sued the guy he partnered with for like a huge amount of money because of how it just exploded. In a way that it shouldn't have. But apparently she has like a tattoo from Ed Hardy. It was like her first tattoo. And then her family was big into tattoos, and some of them had like full body sleeves. And they worked with Ed Hardy. Yeah, I know. You're making the face. I think it is a little bit overbearing to see all that tattoo happen, but it was very interesting to listen to.
I bet. Mm-hmm. He's a great guy. I don't listen to his show anymore, though. It
was a shock when Paul Tompkins asked, okay, so how many tattoos do you have? And she said, 87.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This is a female with this many tattoos.
Yeah. And I guess she got her first one when she was 30, so it was like way later than she planned. And I think she was like in her 50s.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Dang.
So, I mean, some people really like tattoos. Some people take a lot of pride in their tattoos. Mm-hmm. My girlfriend has a tattoo.
Oh!
And it's very dear to her, and it looks super cool.
Well, then that's good.
Yeah. If I was ever going to get a tattoo, I'd get a watercolor tattoo or a white ink tattoo. Because they
Wait, what's a white ink tattoo?
It's a tattoo with white ink.
Oh, see, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, so you can have a design that almost looks like scarring.
What?
Or you can have a design that is almost never visible.
So you would get a scar done, but you would not have to actually have the horrendous catastrophic event that created the scar.
Well, no, it would be a design of something, but if you just kind of looked at it, it would look like a scar. But if you actually looked at it, it'd be like, oh, that's a tattoo.
Oh, so it'll look like a tattoo, but more in the scar vein.
It's very hard to explain, I can tell.
I'll have to look it up on the internet.
Yeah, watercolor tattoos are absolutely beautiful, though.
I don't know if I've seen them.
Yeah, they you know how watercolors have those bright colors and sort of splash effects?
Yes.
It's that in a tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm excited to see that, but I don't know. I'm thinking tattoos, I'm not a fan. Mm-hmm. I know I'm in that, but it's not like I'm part of a generation that totally rejects tattoos, because like I said, all my friends were getting them.
Right.
And,
yeah.
I had a girlfriend that got like a little rose on her foot or some crazy thing, which it's fine.
Well,
but
my aunt got tattoos.
A bunch? Did she get sleeves?
She didn't get sleeves. She got more than one, I know. And they were just like, I know she had like a Tweety bird.
Oh.
And then maybe a rose or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so there was a wedding I did, and the bride, beautiful. I've known her a long time. She was friends with my ex-wife, and I agreed to do the wedding because we knew their parents, etc. I grew up. Anyway, she beautiful. She has her wedding gown has like the open back, and her back, would be a beautiful back, to expose with her nice wedding. Instead, there were these really ugly angel wing tattoos on her back that looked like it kind of looked like bones were popping out of her back. It looked weird, and I'm like, why? Are you... Oh, I've got like angel wings back there because I'm an angel. I don't know. It's just, you're taking a beautiful part of the human body, the female back,
right,
and just scribbling on it. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. You're
doodling.
People who get tattoos are totally aware of what they're doing to their body. That's the thing. I mean, you will have...
Unless they're really drunk.
The drunk tattoos, the people who just get ugly tattoos, whether it's intentionally or non-intentionally. But for the most part, people are conscious of what they're doing, and they know that they're sacrificing, say, the natural form or the natural presence of, say, a human back to represent something or to change it to a different sort of aesthetic. So instead of seeing, the natural womanly back, you see something different,
I see.
You see the tattoo there, and it sort of changes your perception of them and everything. if the wedding dress did not work with the tattoo, that is unfortunate.
If I had a nice womanly back, and I said, but I was like mad at people seeing my womanly back and going, oh, what a nice womanly back, I would in fact put a tattoo back there.
Would you put a tattoo of a middle finger?
Yes, I would. Because you suggested it, and then I would go, that's a great idea.
Yep.
And I'd be drunk when I got it done.
Yep.
At Kevin's work, done with Kevin, with the beer and everything.
Kevin.
It's a microbrewery he works at. Yeah, well, and it's you go there and it's a pub and you drink and whatnot. The women there always tattooed.
Yeah, that's big. I believe that's big within the type of millennials that are big on craft beer.
Yeah.
You get that hipster tattoo thing going on.
Awesome.
I think we've learned a lot on this show.
Let's go eat some tacos out of a taco truck, dude.
Taco truck time.
But these are earthy, organic tacos that are made out of tattooed cows.
Is this tofu non-organic? Because it tastes non-organic. And I'm not down for that, bro.
Any words of advice to bring to the people? So, Hayley, this is your last show this week. But you'll be back next week, hopefully.
Yeah, that's the hope.
And my hope is when our schedule does change that you'll be on for the renewed segment of the Daily Hayley.
The Daily Hayley. That's the hope. We'll see what happens.
We learned a lot today about tattoos, the fix. And Castle.
Would you get a piercing?
No.
No. Interesting.
Not even in the ear.
Really?
I know, the bald head with the pierced ear looks cool.
That's big. That's in.
I talked to a guy what was the day before yesterday? Whatever that day was. I was walking my dog at a big park, open space, Fairmont Ridge. I was at Fairmont Ridge again. And this guy, British, he had his dog, big dog, playing with Basil. And the guy had just flown from New Zealand with the dog. And this dog's from New Zealand. And I'm like, Basil, look, it's a foreign dog. And he had a thing in his ear. He was bald with a stud in his ear.
A bald dog. Interesting.
The guy was.
Oh.
I can't tell a story for But, anywho, that was interesting. And he was saying he was staying here for a couple weeks with the dog. And then he was going to fly with the dog and live in Germany, in Berlin. Fascinating the people you meet.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should end this show.
The podcast picture. Thanks for asking. My friends Bob and Georgia, whose daughter said that thing we just heard. Here's today's podcast picture, and she comes in at the end of the show saying about the wonderful website, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com, and where you can listen to the podcast, etc. Their daughter's name is Ariel, but Bob and Georgia, they are in Knoxville, Tennessee, visiting their son, and Robert is his name. And anyway, they're at a place called Twisted Mike's Bar. And there's a little picture of Twisted Mike's and some lovely bartender that I don't know who her name is, but whatever. And the sun is up early now, and I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Next show, it'll be Shelley, Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer. But no Hayley, probably.
Wait, so that person who sent the picture, who's their daughter?
Ariel.
And what does she sound like?
This.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com.
Email Mike now at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!